Welcome everybody to the weekly update. South Park Phone Destroyer, your first stop for everything South Park Phone Destroyer. At the beginning of the week, I'm your host, Glanzer Gaming. Welcome, welcome. This week we got pretty exciting stuff going on. We thought this morning that there was going to be a change to the Team Wars format that was going to allow us to run a deck of 3 different things, but unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, I'm not sure which one, it was a mistake, and so we're not going to be able to run Transmog with Mystic Sci-Fi, which is I think what happened. I don't know what they switched it to be honest. Cap, thanks for the host. Pegs, thanks for the subscription. 12 months at tier 2. Well, only 1 month at tier 2. I should actually give you 2 sub loot boxes, huh? Because, you know, I didn't give you the first one because your name wasn't popping up in chat. I was typing at Pegs and nothing happened, so I don't know what's going on with that. Actually, my camera's being kind of weird. They pointed that way. I need to fix that. I still have my setup set up for this weekend where Kirby was here. So my mic might not be in the best position. My light's not in the best position. Not too much is in the best position, but I was a complete piece of shit all day. I didn't get anything done. I did a couple of videos, but I spent my day off watching podcasts and playing video games. Pretty good Labor Day if you ask me, but I'm glad everybody's here. 150 buckets to everybody who's here. Sub or loot box. One more sub loot box going out to Pegs. I'd do with your setup is at 47% optimal. Now everyone else can guess higher or lower. Oh, are we playing guesstimate too? If you weren't here this weekend, we played a lot of community games. A buddy of mine was actually, with me in studio. So we played some co-op games, then we played some party games. And it was a really good time. So we're gonna try, I think, to incorporate somehow the community games into the stream, and I think the way we're gonna do it is that on movie nights, which if you don't know when movie nights are the last day of the month, every month, or the last Saturday of the month, sorry. Saturday, Sunday stream, one or the other. Maybe we'll do it on Friday sometimes to try to catch people who can't be there on Saturday. But basically, we're gonna do like the Jackbox party games before movie night instead of doing South Park before movie night, I think. Because my idea there was to use South Park to draw some people in, and then maybe some people who wouldn't normally come to South Park or come to movie night would, stick around for movie night. But I think we could do the Jackbox party games. A lot of people show up for that as well. And then from Jackbox we'll go to movie night, which is what we did last Saturday, actually, or this Saturday. What's up, Cat Spray? But we're gonna get started with this weekly update. The question of the week, we might not go through this week. I ran out of time and I wasn't really prepared, and I didn't get the questions and stuff set up. So we'll probably actually save that question for this next upcoming week, since I didn't even put it in the video. I just had it in the YouTube description. So the question of the week this week is going to be, what do you think the first trap cards for each other theme is going to be? Probably not neutral. Probably won't ever be a neutral trap card, but neutral adventure, neutral sci-fi, neutral mystic, neutral fantasy. What do you think they would be? Jackbox was fun as fuck. Yeah, Pegs. It was a good time. I'm doing a little hype video about that, like, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes of some of the funnier moments, so that should be fun. Look for that on YouTube. But this week, last week was week 35. We'll be going over a little bit of that here. This week is week 36 though. I hope you guys had the best of luck in your packs. I didn't get a single legend from 3 accounts, even with first place in gold. I think that's 2 weeks in a row now. I haven't gotten a legend from gold, which is frustrating. But it's not the end of the world. You still get like 12 epics, so it's still pretty good value, for not really doing much, just a couple matches at the end of the week. But Free to Play won, Illuminati won their bracket as well. We actually didn't gain or lose any points this week. We both got 153 points, I think. This was our week bracket. Dire Tide coming in 300-ish below us. Casa a little bit below that. So this was a brutal week for a lot of people. Casa usually scores a little bit higher. Not too many people breaking 5K in gold. That's interesting. Nambla beat Illuminated, which is interesting. I didn't catch the other bracket, but I think Illuminati did score higher than Free to Play this week. Partially because we had one guy who was almost always a guaranteed 114. he was at a bachelor party, so he didn't do very well. Namblings kicked ass, 54-54. Damn, nice score. That's a hella good score. Are they in silver, right? Yeah. Oh, of course they're in silver. They wouldn't be in gold or bronze, but that's good. That's good scores. Namblo's got like 4th. But I didn't get a legend in either of those packs either. But that leaves the current standings as such. Illuminati and Free to Play still top by quite a bit. The difference between 1 and 2 is about the same as the difference between 2 and 3. So Mercenaries are probably not going to catch up to Illuminated anytime soon. But from there on out, everything is fairly close. Finland's Elite and Mercs are within 3 points of each other, which is pretty crazy. Casa is 50 points below. Finland's Elite is just catching good luck brackets, man. Ridiculous. Dire Tide, 38-18. A little bit behind Casa, not too bad. SP Elites is still up there. Szechuan Sauce and Six Samurais, which are are teams that you don't think of being top teams necessarily, but they definitely are. They're definitely some of the most consistent teams that you see when you're playing and stuff. 5x Chaos, nice. Level 4 Chaos, dude, that's pretty damn good that you have level 4 Chaos. I'm impressed. Buck hates Casa. A potato team kicked ass too. 45-33 on 45 runs. Nice, dude. 100 plus average is sick, dude. 5x Chaos is good. I think I got Aerostorms and Marcus or something. Nothing that really mattered. But yeah, that's last week's standings. So we'll just go right into watching my games. Watching the games that I had, and we'll look at I think I have my pack openings this week too. So let me open those. I usually have these open already, it's my fault. With VLC, it's cool, you can open them in a playlist and they all show in one spot, so you don't have to worry about it. And the light is closer to me now too, and I don't know if I really like it. I mean, it's better, probably. I'm actually just like, I'm too light now. Too bright. I need a light bright. Oh, wrong button. Where's the down button? Oh, that switches. Where's the down button? That's the high button. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so we open up. Oh, we want to open multiple files. And we want to just grab every video from this. All right. So hopefully this just works immediately. Perfect. Oh, it should be down a little bit though. Can we get much higher? So high. Why is that song stuck in my head? I got 9 coons and 42 chompers. Nice. Nice. Okay, so let's stop this real quick. We're gonna roll through. We're gonna open the packs first. Let's check out the pack openings. So this is 4th place, Namblos. Silver, which, I mean, you get quite a bit of mats in silver packs. Not terrible. I didn't really get anything too good. The lightning bolts were great for this account, don't get me wrong. The lightning bolts were fantastic, and that was worth the pack alone. Just having the lightning bolts, 19 or something like that. That's what I'm requesting right now too. So this was Moody. Not bad. Couple were meh. Nothing really good on this one. I mean, the tool sheds are all right. Because I do think that this account's going to be fantasy. The whole idea is to play fantasy superheroes someday. So to get Coop up to level 4 possibly I could get 4. No. Yeah, I could get 4. 6. Yeah, I could definitely get 4. It's nice if I wanted to upgrade it. The problem with this account is that I just do not have the mats that it takes to. Oh shit! I closed the whole. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't have the mats at all that it takes. Okay, let's see here. Nah. I'm an idiot. So pack 3 was it? Right here you go. There we go. So this was my gold pack, gold level 1. 227 battle tokens is probably the best part of it. Getting an instant 2 from it. It's always good to get superhero mats. You're not always guaranteed getting them. 54 Belf isn't terrible. 30 Dougies I don't need. Belts I don't need. Hope Timmy, man, not bad. Storyteller is one of my higher ones, so it's not too terrible. But like to get 13 epics and not get the legend is just kind of a punch in the face. But I mean, I can understand it not being 100% at gold. I mean, it's every week. Anything being that high of percentage in gold would be pretty crazy. All right, so this week, as far as games go, we have 4 games for you. 3 wins, 1 loss, and that's on the main account. The 1 loss, after I watched it again, I'm so pissed at myself. I could have won it right at the end. All I had to do was transmog 1 fucking card. That would have been fine, but we'll see that when we get to it. But otherwise, I got 101 points because in the loss, I did get 2 bars, so did get that extra 1 point bonus, by myself, but like I said, it didn't matter much. If what's his face wouldn't have passed out drunk, we might have. Oh, you know what? I don't have. Dude, you're totally right. I didn't set up the. That shows how behind I was. I didn't even set up the title and shit. No wonder. All right, let's reset that. I'm gonna get much higher. I swear I must not have clicked send. I did this earlier. I must not have clicked submit. Alright. What week is it? Week 36? That's really funny. Dobbs, that's why you said movie night. I thought you were just like, oh, it's not movie night because I said something about movie night. I'm a dipshit. Alright. Yeah, rampaging. Rampaging? Is that what you just said? Where's my chat at? Oh, here we go. Campaigning for mats ain't really all that fun. Yeah, materials. I wish there was an easier way to get them. They really are slow to come by if you're going for one specific. If you don't give a shit about adventure and you're just playing fantasy sci-fi or something. I could see a trading system like 3 of 1 mat for the one that you want, kind of like Settlers of Catan sort of thing. But I could also understand I wouldn't want that to be an option because I wouldn't want my deck to like specialize so much because for Team Wars that would be bad. Like imagine how many people's decks would have 0 net levels, like 0 levels in whatever 2 themes they didn't want to play. And they wouldn't even have the mats to upgrade them if they wanted to. So I think that's a good idea for them to not ever let us, trade mats as much as it would be nice. I wish there was an easier, I wish there was a shop that was just mats where every day you could pick, every day it reset and it was gold, silver, bronze for every single shop and everything you could get, and it was only X amount. It was the same setup as they have for the shops, except you could pick and choose okay, I'm gonna buy all the fantasy ones today, or I'm gonna buy all the mystic ones today. It gives people more shit to buy, which is good for them. That's why you came, Pegs. That's funny. Oh, I suppose that wouldn't change. That's not on that's on Twitch dashboard itself. None of my other things let me actually change that, so I'd have to be on Twitch dashboard to change that starting thing, and you only see it like that one time, so not that big of a deal. All right, so let's watch the first win here. Did I get it pulled up? Where you at? Where you at, little VLC player? Oh, there it is. There it is. So, this game is a fucking mess. I'll tell you that much. Not a super great starting hand for me because Grand Wizard Cartman, I believe, is my last card. But, you know, being able to lead with Witch isn't too bad into Witch Doctor. I wanted to try to slow the Witch Doctor and get the damage off. Level 4 Nathan, though, so I'm not too worried about his card levels at this point. But I don't necessarily have a huge card advantage level on anybody this week. I only have level 3 Grand Wizard Cartman. Well, I guess that's it. That's it. That's the only thing I don't really have leveled is the level 3 Grand Wizard Cartman. My Witch Doctor is only level 4, but that's higher than most. And I doubt it. I doubted I was gonna run into any. If I would have, so I honestly lost my cursor there, and if I would have clicked that, then Witch Doctor would have been fine. But look at this CKI. CKI survives that. CKI survives that. He survives this blast with plenty of health. Then Witch comes at him. He hits Witch. Level 4 Witch, mind you, dies because Pope hits him. And level 6 goes right. Now, granted, this is a max level 6. We did bring Ike to level 7 at the last minute. We had quite a bit of caps. And we were able to get him to max 6. So this is a max 6 Ike coming at Kagor here. Level 14 new kid. And he doesn't do anything! He doesn't play any card to try to stop him. He transmogs Witch Doctor instead. If he would have transmogged CKI earlier on in that, I might have lost because he had a decent push with his Grand Wizard coming. I mean, I can't say much about that one. I don't think I really deserved that one. He did have lower level cards than me in a couple places. Tourney royalty in the house. Yeah, what's up, J Sham? So I'm not too, man. It was just a bad game on his part, and I was lucky. That CKI went off. CKI went off. This is the second win. Euro Park. 7,000. Actually, on my other 2 accounts, the reason that we're not watching any of those is because on Buckethead or on the Adventure Lock, I got 2 free games. People just let me win. It was probably because my rank was 7,000 and their rank was like 4,000. But if only they would have known that I had base level cards coming at them. So I played my like dog poo, which was level 5, to not make him think, oh shit, maybe I could beat this guy. And I just let my dog poo take all 3 bars. But he has a good start. I don't know why he played in the front there, but he transmogs my Witch, which is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen when you have a level 4 there. But I guess he figured that the DSR was gonna deal with the Witch Doctor. I saved the Witch Doctor because I figured full health, half health, it probably wouldn't matter too much. I wanted to keep it. And we do get that. There's a little bit of weird lag there. I thought that he might actually get the I'm gonna go back. I thought that he might get the Hermes off because technically that would be the frame. See that? But he went to the left there instead. So that frame should have been what hit, but then the very next frame is his hitbox. So I'm not sure. That was interesting. It was probably just a disconnect between my server and his. My first couple of games I had some weird issues. But we got Witch Doctor, who doesn't have full health. When I saw the level 4 Friar, I was like, all right, this shouldn't be that big of a deal. But this guy was in Szechuan sauce, I think, which is kind of weird. Or no, what was he in? I can't remember. Hey, what's up, LaForce? So this push, honestly, is just, I was just gonna let all these people die and just see what he does. But the gnomes end up doing enough damage where I just take the bar. And I procced the shield quick enough where I was able to shield Terry before Nathan killed him. Once Nathan started attacking, you put the CKI down so he can't attack him. It should one-shot him since it's max 6. Yep. And then CKI takes another bar for us. We timed that wrong. If we would have timed it after the CKI, we would have been better off. We would have had more health because I would have survived. It's hard to see my health, but I would have survived. So there's still no damage on me. There's still maybe like, how much damage does level 14 new kid do? Like 12 or something like that. There's maybe like 50 damage on me. Amazingly, Randy's attack would have hit right at the same time as, oh, you know what? Maybe I had to. I can't see my health because of his fat head, so it's hard to tell, but I did end up surviving that and taking the bar. So CKI won me both of my games so far. That game was pretty straightforward. And I think this is the order. No, I think my second game was my loss. So this was my loss. I think I lose it like bad early on, and then I come back, and then he beats me at the end. Just had a bad start, and God, I'm so mad at the end. You'll see. Like energy staff start isn't terrible. I do think I get Hermes. Yeah, so not terrible here. We played staff at like the exact same time. I want to wait till like 9 for this. I didn't want it to be exactly middle for him. So we forced him to play something in front of Zen, which should net us the win, honestly. But I think my Grand Wizard Cartman only being 3 really fucked me up this game. I just want to slow Dog Poo down. I sat on 10 here a little bit longer than I should, but I really just didn't know what to do there. I didn't want to put Grand Wizard out with all those guys coming because like I don't have a high level Grand Wizard. So he would just get busted up before he would get any damage done. So that was bullshit. That was the first thing that happened that made me pissed off, and I was probably tilting from here on out. My CKI, instead of attacking Nathan, which would have killed him in 1 or 2 attacks, possibly even 1, he goes towards him, you see that? And instead of sticking him, which is right here, is CKI's range. Like 100% he's within range. But instead, he walks over to gnomes and attacks the gnome. So that pissed me off. It might have been ended up the same way, but Nathan would have died. You saw how many attacks I got off there? Nathan would have been fucking dead. At least Nathan would have been dead. So that really frustrated me. There wasn't much I could do to save the Terry. I just wanted to clear the Nathan out. And since they were already attacked, but see, and that's another thing that pissed me off. When that happened, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose this. Nathan retargeted the gnomes because Terry got knocked back. And even though he was moving forward to retarget Terry, he got the gnomes. That bugged me. I thought Nathan was gonna stick on Terry. So that was a wasted 2 energy. I was so pissed off at that point. But I think I do get the pull. No, I didn't get the pull there. And that's another thing. Why didn't, so look who's attacking Terry, right? Who was attacking Terry? Wasn't Timmy attacking Terrence? If he uses his rats, does it retarget? Because Terry was attacking Terrence. Right here. Oh no, maybe he was on that gnome and then the gnome died. Okay, maybe he wasn't. But he was attacking him here. He's targeted on Terrence. He was gonna attack him. But because he used the rats, it retargeted? Okay, well, I didn't know that. So if Timmy wouldn't have retargeted, Terry would have died, but Witch Doctor would have survived that and killed Nathan and Dog Poo and stuff, so it's kind of frustrating. Frustrating game all day. And then that was what fucking stupid too. The Dog Poo already had target on New Kid, which looking, I think I did miss it, but like, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I think I give this bar up and then counter push with Pope. I can't remember. It bugs me. So this Grand Wizard Cartman ends up working great. Pope ends up surviving. Or no, Pope doesn't survive, damn it. If I would have used Cartman as soon as possible, maybe. But Ike comes in and gets some fucking work done. And he survives. Like, so I had every chance in the world to come back here. But I didn't get the charge back up for the heal, which was unfortunate. And I just don't. I'm at great there. He does get the heal off there though, but we do get the Dog Poo on Zen, which is more important. Now we're pushing straight through. His CKI is on Angel right now. I should have played Hermes up top by Angel. I should have done it immediately, but I was trying to defend the dog poo as well. CKI does work up top. My Witch Doctor will ignore that bitch, unfortunately. I'm trying to perfectly time this, and in timing it perfectly, which I did, because he would have ignored the Hermes, he would have had one shot at New Kid, and I would have been able to kill him with when I played Ike. He would have killed him after the heal. But what I should have done was wait half a fucking second and play that transmog on Ike. If I play that transmog on Ike, there's nothing to stop. There's nothing to stop Witch from double shotting the bar. Witch was one shot away from shotting it. If he would have transmogged Witch or Witch Doctor, I still probably would have taken the bar. He might have been able to stop that push, but I think I would have been able to win right after that. So I am gonna blame the Grand Wizard on that one, because the extra damage from the level 4, he wouldn't have had that health left. But too bad. That was well played on his part. That was a good transmog, and the rat, the CKI didn't target the rat. If he would have targeted the rat, it would have been fine, but should have transmogged him. All right, where's the last one? Is it popping? What is that? Did it disappear? Oh, there it is. Could have obtained a glitch victory if I triggered Witch's ability. Well, Witch's ability doesn't do damage. It just slows. I don't think it would have mattered. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like the thing where if I take the bar after. No, it doesn't work like that. It has to be within the parameters of that little time. Like if ours is going at the same time but mine comes first, the likely story there is that the disconnect just fucked it up. But if the screen is already there and you make, like if I were to play Inkin afterwards and take a bar, you'll never get the victory there. The victory glitch happens when like it has to be really, really close, but it's within the normal movement, not the extra like. You know how you can play, sometimes you can play a card and they'll start attacking. Or you can use an ability and they'll start moving. Well, I mean, not having more cards to drop at the end there, if I would have had a 2-cost assassin there instead of Hermes, I would have been fine. Because like the Hermes would have gotten combusted and then I could have played CKI like immediately, but I had to wait a tiny little bit for the energy for CKI. But I could have waited that tiny little bit for the 5 energy for Transmog and been fine because he would have gotten one shot off and then I would have gotten him. But we can go, actually we should just go back on this one. I was talking to you guys. Let's reset this one. Right, yeah, it has to be right before the final, this is who won. Alright, so starting with Staff, obviously the best play here. Level 4 Friar, so I'm not too worried about it, but they could have just not upgraded Friar and he's just throwing away a card, so that's possible. Obviously the better play there would be like throw away a Hermes or something, just to really force the play. Because as it is right now, the battle's happening on my side, even though it's not much of a battle, but... had 10 energy, so just disrupting a little bit with the gnomes, and then we're just slow playing it so that the Zen ends up on my side. The gnomes end up getting decent chip here, which is pretty sweet. I decided to do this because he's already so low on health, it would only take a couple Grand Wizards to drop through. And you know, all his cards are so low level that I'm not too worried about it. That ends up going through. I should have saved that and hit the gnomes, I wasn't really thinking there, but Terry comes to save us. Hey, what's up, Kirby? But yeah, taking those 2 bars actually did keep me above 100 points, which is nice. That was a big Grand Wizard hit on that Timmy, but unfortunately it didn't. I would wait, play another card first, Glans. Good job. Wait till Timmy's about to die, or till Terry's about to die. I'm a little disappointed the dog poo didn't attack Pope there, honestly. But we do take the dog poo down just in time. And now I want to wait. He transmogs the Cartman again. Did he not transmog my first Cartman? That seemed kind of weird. I remember that being weird. But we heal here to just get the Ike some heal. But because the gnomes were there, the Ike doesn't get healed, which is kind of funny. You maybe would have been able to survive those gnomes with that. Which doctor was transmogged? He killed Cartman straight up the first time I put him out? Can't remember. Yeah, those are my games. I'm still a little bit upset about that last one. Or not the last one, but the loss. I shouldn't have lost. Should have transmogged the fucking CKI, but I just wasn't thinking. Wasn't thinking, and then, I don't know, I guess I didn't think my push was strong enough, but when it's a level fucking 14 new kid, even your level 5 witch is gonna do pretty well. Few minutes left until the end of the season. Minutes, is it? Yeah, the first 2 bars were, I mean, just coming back from that was like, just not tilting and coming back from that was enough of a takeaway from that game where like not many people could have came back and gotten 2 bars from that. And even to have a chance, like he had 97 fucking health, you know, like it was close, but what can you do? What can you do? So now we go on to this week. Oops. Which is, these are the deck choices. These are Namblo's choices so far. I haven't looked too much at the deck, so this is actually going to be me kind of looking at it for the first time. But picks and complaint department rocked him still for the 110. Nice cat. Yeah, the card level, I don't think I lost at all because of his card levels. I didn't win because my Cartman wasn't level 3. But that I didn't necessarily, or it wasn't level 4, but I didn't necessarily lose from that. But it's still a shitty loss to someone who I shouldn't lose to. All right, so first up, we got Gizmo Ike. And the Scout. Now, first off, we're gonna check the only neutral cards that are an option this week are Nathan, Terry, PC Principal, and Rat. Looks like we have another 4. It seems that they put 4 neutral cards in every time. And it's very rare where a neutral will be put up against another neutral card. So that might be some pattern that's trying to keep up or something. So let's scan through the deck real quick for removal. There's no spells other than Freeze and Regen. I guess they have Mind Control, which you could consider removal. Makes you want to not run Dougie then, but we'll see. So there's no Aerostorm or anything like that to worry about the Gizmo. But Gizmo isn't good, like, at all. With Terrence Mephisto out there, Witch Doctor, Nathan, Program Stand, Freeze, Poseidon Stop even. There's too much, even Rats, there's too much AoE for Gizmo to ever possibly get any real value. I hope we change our vote. I voted for Transmog when I had the chance. Nice. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Sixth Element get buffed, especially when he's in a Team War this week. It's pretty funny. The Gizmo, I don't think is the right choice. You guys can correct me in chat if you disagree, but Scout is common. Quite a few people have Scout at a decent level actually because of just how the Mystic packs have been working. I think Gizmo Ike would just get fucked in too many situations, and to top it off, he's epic. Scout Ike is common, and even at level 4, Scout Ike could, you know, one Team Wars we ran him at 4 and he killed somebody for me, so he can do his job. But even Gizmo at level 2 would be terrible. So I don't think there's really a question about that. If you do, I mean, if you're a team that thinks Gizmo will work, we could see some people trying to Gizmo. Like, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's the right choice at all. All right, now we got Nathan Cupid. My first guess is, along with the team here, is that Nathan is going to be the best choice here because there's no removal. There's nothing that can get to Nathan. If you put Nathan top left, bottom left, there's nothing that will get to him short of, you know, a nice Warboy tweak getting some targets on him, or Rats getting to him, you know, him getting to halfway and then Rats getting to him. But if you if you have Maxi or PC Principal out front, or Six Element or Witch Doctor out front, and you have Nathan back there, I don't know how they get to your Nathan. I don't know how they get to it. And he's disrupting the whole time. He's fucking shit up. It's a mess. And and just be careful though with the Nathan bombs knocking people back if you have Witch Doctor token. Also be careful with Witch Doctor and you're running PC Principal. You don't want to knock your target away. He's Robo fodder too. Yeah, after a while, Gizmo will feed. Program Freeze probably kills all Gizmo spawns. Yeah, after a couple of them, they probably will. Gizmo's pretty good counter to Energy Sap. What? Gizmo's sweet in story mode. Yeah, even then though, they cap how many Gizmos you can have. Happy September Eve. Yeah, September's pretty exciting. If you didn't know, September, there's a thing where you can sub for $250, and which is, you know, half price, and then you can also, I think you can gift subs too or something, but you get like 10% bonus bits if you cheer. If you cheer 1,000, I get 1,100. It's pretty cool. Cupid could be strong, don't get me wrong, when the only other range card possibilities are like Nathan. I mean, Warboy would be good, but Angel Wendy isn't gonna kill him. Robo probably would. But Cupid can be pretty good, especially if Cupid gets hit by a Nathan blast. He's gonna get knocked back, and then Nathan will have to reset, and then Cupid could come in behind the tanks. So in lower levels, we're gonna see some people take Cupid, and we're gonna see level 3 Cupids take some fucking names. But otherwise, I think anybody with real thought to their deck is gonna roll Nathan, especially since there's no Arrow Storm or anything that usually plagues Nathan. Next one, this is one of the most interesting ones I think in the whole deck. Probably the hottest contested one that I can think of is gonna be this pick. Do you pick Six Element or do you pick Witch Doctor? Now, the reasons you would pick Six Element over Witch Doctor would be that Enforcer's an option. Enforcer really could possibly shit on Witch Doctor. Losing the charge for Six Element doesn't matter as much. The Freeze Ray could fuck Witch Doctor up and stop him from getting his charge off. That doesn't necessarily affect Six Element as much. You could couple him with regen or something, but most people will take mind control. Somebody mind controlling a Witch Doctor could win the game. Somebody mind controlling a Six Element could maybe get him a vacuum. So I think Six Element is the safer choice here for sure. Imagine it's half price for all the tiers, $5 to get the Elvis emote. I actually don't know on that. I think it might just be the base one. Meanwhile, Randy got the Poké treatment, which makes him a bit more viable for delivering the pain. Yeah, he'll be better for sure. And the robots already got beefed up a little bit previously, so he'll be definitely better. Amazingly, Randy is probably second worst now, and Sexy Nun is the worst. So that one will be interesting though. There is no removal, so Witch Doctor could do fucking work. But there is also a lot in the deck that could prevent Witch Doctor from getting his value. There's nothing in the deck that prevents Six Element from getting his value. Even one vacuum leveled at 14 on a level 14 new kid, even level 3 vacuum, level 2 vacuum even will remove shit. So vacuums are gonna take bars this week. So I think that one's a pretty good one. Now this is an interesting one. At face value, you wouldn't want to play Dougie because mind control is an option. It's just not a good idea, right? But 4S Monkey sucks ball sacks too, so 4S Monkey's the choice here. He's rare. You can run him at base level 3, and if you need to save the caps, but there's not a whole lot of legends going on in this deck, so you won't really need to save caps. So, you know, you could bring 6 a.m. to 5 or something like that. He beats Gizmo, he beats Ike or Scout Ike. You know, he would be the best assassin in the matchup. So I think 6-ass is definitely the choice there, or 6-ass, 4-ass monkey. You're gonna get Roombud. I remember being so hyped when SNR was my second Epic 5. Yeah, he was good for a while, man. That bitch was the only Pope target. You remember that? Nobody got poped except for Sexy Nun. It was just Pope. Every time Sexy Nun came out, you're like, oh, here comes the Pope. Here comes the Pope. It's fucking crazy. 4-ass range 1.3. Out of Witch Doctor token spec range? No way. I don't believe it. Probably still grabs him. Witch Doctor's thing is weird. If he's behind somebody, though, I could see that happen. Because when 4-ass monkey, so let's say Zen's here, and then I have, like, I don't know, Nathan here or something. Or like right next to Zen. And if 4-ass monkey is right behind Nathan, like back here, he can reach past Nathan and hit Zen. It's kind of interesting. He has to be slightly on the side, but his body will be here, Nathan's body will be here, and he'll be hitting. Any small character would be the same, not just Nathan. Any small range character, assassin, anything that can get by him. So I think that one's gonna be 4-ass monkey. Maybe you'll see some Dougies, people trying to grab the Dougie after they see a mind control used on Witch Doctor or something. If you run Witch Doctor, you'd want to run, or sorry, if you run the Dougie, you'd want to run the Witch Doctor and maybe try to bait out the mind control on Witch Doctor, and then you know that you're free with the Dougie, because Gizmo Ike's not stopping Dougie, Scout's not stopping Dougie, 4-ass monkey's not stopping Dougie, I don't think. So that one's interesting. Terry Towers versus Warboy Tweak. I think Warboy's got to get the nod here just because of the options. Like, God forbid that you get a bunch of Gizmos Warboyed. Like, who knows? But they do have Rats as the option. Cards like Program Stan and Enforcer actually get their attack animation does really well in the speed boost. PC Principal getting boosted a couple seconds towards a new kid can win you a game. There's a lot of options where the speed boost is a better option. Not to mention that he doesn't get hit by New Kid, where Terry does get hit by New Kid. And the only thing that you really have to worry about with the range or with the AoE is Rats, and you should probably have Nathan out to protect you from that anyway. So Rats are only really a threat to chunk down the Maxi anyway. So level 5 Warboy, yeah, on tower, people don't realize that he doesn't get hit. Stan, AB, freeze, Warboy, great moves. Oh yeah, you Warboy with the program freeze, or the program stand freeze up. Dirty. But the program stand freeze with the Dougie and the mind control. I don't know, man. Maybe Dougie's a good idea for some teams. This one, I think everybody's gonna run Enforcer just because Witch Doctor is an option. Nobody gives a shit about stopping 6 Element or Ike or Gizmo or something. But stopping the program stand freeze could save you in a fight. Maybe grabbing the Wendy. Something might be benefited by the Enforcer stopping them. So I think it's a better option. It's a better card. 2-drop rare. Friars shit. We saw that in the last Team Wars. Everybody I beat had Friar. Who was Friar's option, dude? Why would everybody run Friar? But yeah, Enforcer is one of those cards where very, very rarely will you not pick Enforcer if he's an option. PC Principal and Maxi is going to be a discussion for a lot of people because there's no removal. Maxi's a good card when there's no removal, especially on a lower new kid level, but with things like Rats, with things like the Warboy speed boost, with things like, even Nathan blasting him, 6 Element hitting him the whole time, I just don't think that Maxi's gonna be able to get the value. If there was Pope, Maxi all day long. But I think PC Principal is gonna be able to push away your Zens, your Friars, your program stands, and maybe clear a path for your cards. So I I'd probably go PC Principal here just because I don't think Maxie's super good. If you do Maxie, you gotta run the regen though and try to get the stack. If you get Maxie's stack a couple times, you can't lose. But Maxie plus Robo behind for Swarm. Yeah. But then, I don't know. I mean, it's devastating. Could be. But also could be stopped and you're out 6 energy. And there's a reason nobody plays Maxie without Pope. He's just... It's easy to deal with a big target once. It's difficult to deal with him twice. Once per cycle. So PC Principal is more expensive. A lot of people have PC Principal leveled though. Yeah, no shit. If you take Maxie, you might as well go Regen, Angel, Friar, just anything you can to get Maxie to stay alive. But yeah, I'd probably go PC Principal. Nine times out of 10. Maybe if my team decided that we wanted to go that route with Maxie and Regen and all that shit, maybe it's a better choice with the card levels for your team, but probably not. A lot of people have PC Principal leveled up. All right, now this one, Staff and Freeze Ray. What do you guys think about this one? This one's interesting to me because, you know, it's a totem versus a spell that can be used anywhere on the field versus a loss of energy at almost every point because you don't have Hermes. You could say buckets, but you could also say buckets in Freeze Ray. You don't have to upgrade Freeze Ray. So I think Freeze Ray is the choice here for sure. If you had Hermes as an option instead of like Gizmo or Scout or something like that, then for sure it's an option because the energy that you get from Energy Staff Hermes is just too good. It's just too important. So yeah, I think Freeze is good. Freeze is like a pseudo power bind on Witch Doctor. You could freeze a group of people that just got Warboy tweaked. You could freeze somebody coming to your new kid. You could freeze the Dougie coming at you so you could get the damage off on him. I think there's a lot more freeze targets than the staff utility would lend to. Maxie can also help save some tap. Yeah, Maxie would save you some caps as well, yeah. Most, probably take him to 6. Whereas PC Principal, you'd probably have to take to 5 or maybe even 6, so yeah. Yeah, I think the freeze is a good choice there. And like I said, you could upgrade it, you know, just once. The upgrade is what, half a second per upgrade? Or is that mind control? Can't remember. I can't remember what the freeze ray was, but I think that's the choice there. If there's not enough legends for caps to be an issue, so. Mind control regen, most people will run mind control just in case somebody ran Dougie, that's it. But mind control, you saw this on my stream when I used to run sci-fi mind control decks, or just mind control. I never ran like Cyborg and shit because that's retarded, but when I was running just mind control because it was the only removal spell I could run pretty much, we had some pretty sick mind controls that netted like, you know, you mind control the right card in a push and the whole push can die. And I don't mean like a Psalm Blast or something like that. I mean like if you mind control the right card at the right time and the targeting, everybody will target each other instead of like, you know, that they're already attacking my person or something. You can wipe an entire push with mind control. So, but it has to kind of be lucky too. But I think mind control is going to be the choice. 1, no caps for upgrade. Regen would need caps because it's pretty shitty at base 3. 2, mind control to stop the Dougie. 3, mind control to potentially stop the game-winning Witch Doctor token or the push-winning Witch Doctor token or whatever it might be. Or 4, mind control a stacked Bebe that then takes the enemy's bar before they can react. But yeah, M-Seed Witch Doctor is probably what you'll want to hold off for as much as you can. If you see them lead with the 6th element, obviously you know that the Witch Doctor is not an issue, so then you can wait. You can use the mind control on the Dougie, the shit. You could mind control a Cyborg. That'd be pretty funny. What's up, Execute? What about an overtime if they Dougie, then you mind control, then they mind control your mind control? Well, you'd probably want to wait until you saw their. Then you freeze them. You'd probably want to wait until you saw their mind control to know if they have mind control or not. Otherwise, you'd want to deal with the Dougie by alternative means. And there's plenty of ways to deal with the Dougie. The assassins. Well, you know what? Actually, that might be an issue, but I don't think many people will run Dougie. That's an 8 cost for the bar. Just don't get into overtime then. That's my answer. I'm saying Regen's the winner here? Yeah, clearly. Did I miss Timor's match recaps? Yeah, you did. We did those a little bit earlier. I might start doing those later and doing this part first, but I had 3 wins and 1 loss on my main account. The 1 loss was just tragic. And we didn't watch any of the ones from Moody and the Adventure Lock deck though, because 2 of them were free wins for some reason, and then 2 of them I got my ass kicked so hard by level 5 epics that it was just like there's nothing I could have done. Like, I have level 2 epics. What am I supposed to do? But I did end up getting 3 wins on the Adventure Lock because 2 of them were free, and then Moody lost all 3. Which is funny because she's got I don't know why Moody's a she to me. Moody had some cards leveled in Fantasy. You can also try to bait MC by using your own Cyborg and stop Cyborg with Maxi if you have the energy. Huh. Because Maxi in 10 seconds won't get to nuke. I guess it's not scary. Interesting. That might work. Alright, next. Yeah, so mind control is probably going to be the only choice there. Yeah, you don't want to mind control the mind control, so try to deal with the Dougie elsewise. Elsewise? Is that a word? In another way? Freeze Ray is going to be your friend against Dougie. Freeze Ray plus 4S Monkey or something. Shitty Poseidon sucks because his AB lasts forever. AB? What does AB mean? Action battle? His ab lasts forever? I don't know. Anal bum cover. An album cover. Ability. Oh my god, I'm retarded. I've never seen ability shortened like that. You gotta put dots on your thing. No, yeah, because his ability, that's not bad. The big slow on everybody could be brutal, but program stand is way better. The freeze completely stops the charges of like Witch Doctor and stuff. The slow, he could still technically get it off, but it'd be slow, right? But yeah, this one, program stand, I think is the choice. Unless first, and actually I think this week there's no issues with cats because there's only 1 legend combo. So your choice here, you probably want to pick the program stand, even though you're looking at a lot of energy here, or a lot of caps here because you have quite a few rare cards. It's not going to be that bad because you only have that 1 legend to get to 5 or 4 or whichever your team goes for. And then from there, you have quite a few cards you can leave at base. Mind Control, you could leave at base. You would want to have it upgraded if you could, but it's the last thing you'd want to upgrade. And then Freeze Ray / Energy Staff, you can leave at base. So there's quite a few cards you could leave at base. I mean, honestly, Warboy, if you really wanted to save stuff, you could run Warboy at level 1. The difference in the speed isn't that much. Obviously, he becomes worthless, but. So I think program stand's going to be the choice there. Poseidon is just not good. You might see some lower people take Poseidon just because the level 4 Poseidon is better than level 2 program. Cyborg versus Rats. Now, I hate how they do this. This is like the 3rd week they've done where Cyborg and Rats are the counter combos. So it's just annoying because everybody's going to fucking take Rats pretty much. not very many people are going to take Cyborg because Cyborg is such a liability. Especially with mind control. Your Cyborg can get mind controlled and then you just gifted him a 10-second mind control. Like that's game ending. So you take the rats to combat the Cyborg, but you're never going to get to use the rats to combat the Cyborg because the Cyborg never gets fucking picked. So it's like why even take the rats then? You should take the Cyborg, but then everybody's gonna take the rats, so then Cyborg becomes worthless. But then if you're playing rats, you kind of sit there waiting for the Cyborg, but then as soon as they play the rats, you know, they have the rats, and then it's just, what's the fucking point of that combo? You're never gonna get Cyborg played ever. Never ever. Unless you're some newbie team, but whatever. 5 people voted for their cards. Yeah, Warboy attack at level 6 is like 80 something. Like it's pretty good. He attacks quick, man. Don't sleep on Warboy. Yeah, Warboy the rats. That's huge, dude. Rats are countered by 4-ass. His fucking explosion doesn't even kill rats. Ridiculous. Actually, it might at level. If he's 6 and they're 5, it might. Actually, if he's 6 and they're 6, it might. How much health does rats have? I don't know. The explosion. But yeah, so you get, man, I'm really torn on that PC Principal Maxi pick just because it would be so hard to remove Maxi. But like all you'd have to do is do it once and then your push would destroy him probably. And if he played something like Angel to try to back up the Maxi, there's just no damage there. No, Influm, I don't do tournaments. So I think rats are going to be all that we see. Obviously, like I said, some lower teams will run Cyborg base level to save caps on them. But I think most people will be under the mindset that everybody else is going to be running rats. And you can't really like, oh, I'll surprise them with the Cyborg. No. This one, I think most people will run Robo because rats will be rampant. You could also catch a Gizmo or like a low-leveled 4S monkey or something like that. So I think that's a good choice. Angel with Maxi could be sick because you could get the heal over the Maxi's threshold, but Angel's heal is only a couple hundred, so that timing would have to be ridiculously good for that to happen. If you wanted to run Maxi regen Angel, there's an argument for that, but you have to win in that push, and that push has to take all 3 bars. Because if you run that, you can't stop a Dougie. You don't have the mind control. You don't have utility in the PC Principal. If that push doesn't win the game, you're probably gonna lose the counter push. So I just don't know. I think 6 element with PCP is better. To have the 6 element and Maxi. If you win Maxi, you have to go Witch Doctor and you have to go regen Angel. That's it. You don't have to go Friar because Enforcer's still good, but Friar could help get that heal, but Maxi heal on New Kid, that's a good point too. Would matter more if there's like a Marcus or something like that, but yeah, just enough to heal your New Kid. If it's battling by New Kid and the second Enrage happens, it'll heal your New Kid completely. So that could save a game, yeah. There's not a whole lot of chip damage possible. There's not even like good assassins to lay to try to get chip damage. Maxi's like 2500 HP with 200 caps. PC Principal goes right to New Kid though. Oh, you're gonna put Witch Doctor to stop him? He's gone. You're gonna put Friar or Enforcer to stop him? He's gone. You're gonna put Program or Poseidon to stop him? He's gone. You're gonna lay Rats to stop him? Probably the only choice. I don't know. I mean, Maxi survives the rats a little better. You got Robo to clear the rats out, but then Robo probably dies to an assassin. And Maxi isn't healing anybody. I don't know. I think if you lead with 6 element Randy, and you put a vacuum out, and the next card you lay is Maxi. I don't know how you stop that. And then they can protect that push with Freeze Ray, with a Poseidon Freeze coming behind, with Robo Bebe, with Terrence, with Warboy maybe, with Nathan. Like, fuck me, man. I don't know how you stop that. Especially with a robot coming every 15 seconds, a vacuum coming every 15 seconds. I don't know, man. That's a 14.6. I'm sorry. How dare I? How dare I? Oh man, I'm just kind of miffed about some of the choices they give us. Cyborg and rats every time. Separate them. Let us have some fun, man. Come on. Oh, that was the wrong way. There's a place I know where. Yeah, and the AoE clear behind it. Brainard, how you doing, man? Good to have you here. Fuck. Terry on the bottom side, Nathan on the top side, Maxi and Sir in the middle, splitting the difference. Fuck. Execute, memorize every card stat. No, I knew it was 14.6 too. I just didn't say it. That's one I know because I like literally just read the update not long ago. All right, so that's halfway through the update. Or maybe not halfway, but we usually try to shoot for 2 hours. If it doesn't quite get to 2 hours, it's not a big deal. But now we got the developer update. I hope you guys can read this. If not, I'll kind of read it out loud for you guys. I know a lot of people do the, read through the update thing, but none of them are me, though. All right, weekly timetable. Also, Glands and New Kid does 18 damage per zap. Oh yeah, I guessed at 12. I wasn't too far off. Best part, I don't have to read the update. It is read for me. Yeah, you don't even have to worry about it. You don't even have to go there. I have to get this chat put somewhere. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I don't need to see that. There you go. Alright, so we got Sci-Fi Challenge. We got Cyborg tomorrow, and we got Drone this weekend. I did just get Drone to level 5, so that'll be nice to do a sci-fi weekend for the event. My favorite part, I read one paragraph 5 times. Hey, it's Buck, here to bring you the weekly news. Bring me the good news! And next week's season 22 recap. Alright, welcome to Sci-Fi Week, New Kid. This week we're gonna be taking some time to appreciate our spectacular sci-fi theme. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this, hold on. Clip, snap it. Hold on. Send it over. Boom. Red links, general competition, Toller. Typo. They send you money if you call out typos. You have to talk in Buck's voice. Dude, I don't think I've heard him talk enough to even be able to give you an impression. Also happening on Tuesday is the Legendary Reset, which will be happening in like 12 hours or something, is it? 8 hours, something? You can earn tokens from PvP packs and PvP lockers after a victory in PvP. You see how they renamed that so it didn't say like you get a boost? Also happening on Tuesday. Oh shit, I already said that. Yeah, under 6,000. We all know that. If you drop under 6,000, you don't get the reward. But once the season reset goes live, all the legendary players will lose 50% of their LSR above 6,000. Again, like they normally do. So only above 6,000 will you get cut in half. So if you're at 8,000, then you'll be knocked back down to 7,000. Read more information about the balance changes coming down below. We got maintenance time too. Oh yeah, that's right. On Wednesday, September 4th, we'll have the Sci-Fi Challenge. In this challenge, all Sci-Fi cards will have their HP and attack increased by about 20%. What do they mean about? Why do they always say about? Is it 20% or is it not 20%? Is the number in the code 0.2? What do you mean about? So they like scale them in a certain way? Where they, so like maybe one card is too good with 20% increase, so they don't give it the full 20% increase or something? It doesn't make any sense to me. You probably won't see me playing these challenges on the Thursday stream just simply because I've said this a million times before. The challenges where it's just a stat increase are fucking boring to me. I hate them. They typically end up just being a fantasy meta with a couple extra cards, so I don't like it. Sci-fi stuff being strong is kind of interesting. You could see some cards that normally don't get played, but I hate it. It's not fun, it's not challenging, it's not interesting, there's no nuance to it. It's just, oh, these cards are stronger. Lame. It's just gonna be Bradley visitors. Boring. Alien Drone card usage event. 102,000 like normal for the points. We got Alien Drone, Astronaut Butters, Osimo, Hyperdrive, 6 Element, Gizmo, Enforcer. So pretty much the whole Team Wars choices. Mosquito for the superheroes, Garrison for adventure, Mackie for the neutral. Not great for anybody that's not sci-fi. Scout Ike could be thrown in for a point. Mosquito, not terrible. Swordsman could get thrown in for a point, but man, this deck, I'm definitely gonna have to run a sci-fi deck for a while and then switch over later on. Will Alien Drone get the 20% buff? No, since it can't be buffed. That's a good question. I assume yes. DSR will be good at the challenge. DSR is good at every challenge, Polly. Give us spell challenge with 3 mana Youth Pastor Craig. What you mean, like what it used to be? How about 0 cost Youth Pastor Craig? Could be a repeating decimal algorithm. I guess. But I mean, that would make sense if it was like 30%, like 33.33333%, but like, I don't know, seems stupid. Give us double range with Bradley challenge? Oh god. They haven't done double range since we got Bradley, have they? That's totally true, 19.6%. My first one has been so fucking hard not playing, accidentally hit battle twice. That's funny. Alright. Oh, check this out. This weekend will also include the return of the weekend event leaderboard. Climb the leaderboard and win some sweet prizes. I think Cat Spray and Sass should go for it, man. You gonna go for it, Cat? You gonna be at the top of the fucking leaderboard? Balance changes. With the next season reset on Tuesday, September 3rd, we'll be rolling out some balance changes. This is what everybody cares about. We're making the following changes. 6 Element Randy's base attack increased to 85 from 75. I don't know where that puts him, like for Pocahontas, but that'll probably put him around 200 attack at level 5, so, or at level 4, sorry. So that'll be pretty good, or maybe higher. I can't remember what his base is now, but that'll make up for the fact that his kick is pretty slow compared to Pocahontas. Give us double range with Bradley tokens. It's not tokens, it's card event. I don't think they're gonna do tokens, because tokens is just who spends the most money, you know? Card events is who plays the most. Level 4 is like 240 kick damage without buff. Okay, so right now it's 240, so I was thinking Pocahontas was 200 at 5, so if you take 10% away from the scale, or you add 10 to the scale and it's about 10%, a little higher than 10%, yeah, maybe around 300. Not at level 4. Not at level 4. I think 400 would be like, or level 4 would be like it'd be 24, 60, 260? 265 or something? And then yeah, level 5 will be 300, like very, very close to 300. Oh yeah, more than 10%, not less. The charge time reduction 0.4% or 0.44 4. Just lets him stall a little bit sooner. That's pretty much it. He'll get he'll get his second one off like right at half court now. I don't feel like that's gonna super matter at all. The Roombas are pretty fucking dirty though. Like a lot of Roombas out can really fuck shit up. And Witch Garrison is getting a huge health increase, almost 30%. And the charge time reduced to 8 seconds. Somebody tell me how long the charge takes. Will they be perpetually slowed then if they're in range? Because I'm fairly certain that with a charge time of 10 seconds, it was like 2 seconds where they weren't slowed. Aren't they slowed for 10 seconds? Or something like that? Like nutty? Release the next Sci-Fi Legend soon? Possible. I mean, I know it's coming. The charge reduces per level, does it? Oh, 14 seconds slow. Okay, so it's perma-slow. Yeah, what the fuck? That's nutty. He was already perma-slowed, but now he can perma-slow everybody in front of him. It's gonna be pretty good. Witch might see some play. Now, the reason that Witch isn't immediately the strongest card ever is because slow isn't super punishing. Slow is only really important against certain cards. Obviously, any slow will lower the DPS of that card, but something like a Witch Doctor getting slowed, anything with a charge getting slowed is brutal. Anything with, you know, obviously if it's something like an assassin or something that, you know, maybe would get that one extra hit off, but they're slowed, so they won't. I mean, that can change a game completely. So you might be okay. I know Execute has him at 6. Execute, what's he gonna be like? Your Adventure Lock deck is like not very good on range cards. Oh yeah, Adventure Lock sucks with range. Yeah, Witch should run over me, dude. You really would. I mean, yeah, dude, he's gonna have a lot of health too. What has he got, like barely 1,000 at level 5 right now? Execute. Have fun, man. So the summary of changes: 6th element Randy wasn't performing as well as we wanted when compared to his epic counterparts and other legendary cards. Oh, I see what they're saying there. I was like, what other legendary Randy cards? We wanted him to hit a bit harder and have the ability to spawn more auto vacuums. I mean, they did that. Witch's ability was inconsistent, and the smaller radius sometimes meant you could miss units that weren't close enough. Like, that's kind of how range works. You're not gonna hit someone who's not close enough. With the changes we made, we wanted him to be able to use his ability more often and allow him to survive longer. Okay, so it's cool that he can use it more often and affect people affect people that are laid after he played that first slow. But yeah, he'll be a bitch to kill, that's for damn sure. 1600 HP at 6, that's good. Sharpshooter, Shelly, maybe. Slow would be amazing to mix with Bradley decks. The slow might catch some Rangers too. I saw it. It'll hit like the 3 and 3.5 range. I bet it would, but it won't hit the 4 Rangers for sure. But yeah, it should hit like the Wendy's and shit. Slow the Wendy, slow the Robo Bebe down maybe? I don't know, be interesting. Alright, so cards coming down the pipe. We're not ready to talk about balance changes. I'm really interested in the comments after this one. We're not ready to talk about the balance changes that are coming beyond this week, but I can tell you that we've been hearing your thoughts. Some of the cards that are currently on our watch list are... Why is watch list under it? Dougie's, Pope Timmy, Ink and Craig, and solo superhero cards. Okay, so doesn't mean we're going to make changes to these cards specifically, or that we aren't looking at other cards. Dougie buff. They're going to buff the weaker Dougies, Bubbies. Good tank for lava SH builds. Yeah, but the slow doesn't stack though, man. Like the second you put the Legos out, which is slow doesn't matter. If the slow stacked, That'd be sick. Sharpshooter and Shaman. I think when they're talking about watch lists, they're usually talking about nerfs. But I think the superhero cards, they might be talking about buffs. Maybe they buff somebody, maybe they nerf somebody, I don't know. Obviously the Discord. But recap week, as we're getting closer to season 23 of South Park, which is hype. It's been a while since South Park, but you know, we'll probably start the Procast up again when the episodes start, because we'll have an episode to talk about every week. So if you're interested in being on the Procast, let me know. Hit me up. A lot of the people that were on it before have quit playing the game. But yeah, so we're gonna do a recap of season 23, which means that we're gonna have events with Mr. Mackey and all those cards that were released in season 23. Gotta have a few crappy ones, assuming he can charge it. Charge what? I think Shaman should come into the field with a Purify, and then also have the charge. So it's an immediate Warcry Purify, which gives him some actual utility. Maybe that is only like a circle, like Purify. So like you put him down and anywhere within an aura around Shaman gets purified, and then he has the global range, or the global one. I think that's what I would do, but. Grind Pope into handicapped dust, please. Where's the third legendary card? Yeah, Sci-Fi Week with no Sci-Fi buff or new Sci-Fi legendary. Does he mean next week? I mean, Dougie could be Sci-Fi. Gamer Spam Live is raiding with a party of 4. What up? Nebulum's here. Apex Kirby had to go through all the clips from this weekend. Some good stuff in there. Yeah, I got some stuff ready to clip together for some of those sound ones, man, were so funny. Gamer Spam Live, what's up, man? Good to see you. Are you still down for that merger in Tactical Monsters? I can clear some space for you guys. Oh, Neb, I gotta talk to Body about that. I'll definitely get back to you. Are you in my Discord? You should join the Discord, and I can chit chat at you there. Body's in there. The leader of my clan's in there. So you should jump in and talk to him, and we'll figure this out. The clip of you dying 3 times repeatedly in Battletoads, dude. Battletoads is the worst game ever. I don't want to talk about it. If you say Battletoads in chat one more time, I'm gonna ban you for life. Okay, what's going on? I must say, addressing to players about balance changes, you're teasing them. Balance changes are needed if needed, and currently I like the 6 and Witch buff, since they are trash currently. Okay, but really, if they keep adding in more and new cards, then that is a balance change. What? And no, that's a meta change. Adding new cards changes the meta, it doesn't change the balance. And until or ever you stop adding in new units, then that's when you can do the balance. What? So League of Legends should never balance their characters, ever, because they always are gonna add more characters. That might be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Don't balance until you stop adding cards? What? When that happens, bro, the game will be over and we won't get balance because they will no longer be supporting the game. We'll probably still be able to play, the servers will stay on because they're relatively cheap, and you can still buy and sell everything, or buy and sell. You can still buy and do whatever you want, but you're not gonna get new fucking updates. You're not gonna get balance updates to a game that's not being developed. What? Otherwise, what we really need in SPPD is friendly fight options to modify the levels. I 100% agree with that. You should take out that first paragraph and just start with this. 100% this is a good idea. We should be able to test out our decks completely. We should be able to go in and click, we want these levels, we want maybe not the specific card. I get, like, that would be maybe more difficult, but if you could set what level rare cards are at, what level epic cards are at, if you could at least do that, it'll give you a better chance to mimic what you're gonna see in Team Wars. Also, there needs to be a button that will immediately turn one of your decks into your Team Wars decks. Or give us a 5th deck that is the Team Wars deck. That you can't change, that just is the Team Wars deck. And if you want to play it, you can play it. We could also use more buying options in the stores. Butters and Cartman Shop only gives 4 options a day. I don't really care about that. More is just more shit to spend money on, man. Having a bigger shop, like with different options, being able to like refresh it once or twice a day would be nice. Like if you hit locker limit, you can refresh your shop. That would be kind of interesting. With this shit, with TVT decks, with event decks and challenge decks, don't have my own deck and I don't remember what was my best deck. Yeah, exactly, Polly. I have like 3 and 4 are pretty set in stone, but then like 1 and 2 are always, and I had this really good sci-fi deck that I had and I don't remember what it was. I don't understand why we can't have like unlimited deck slots. And even if it's to the point of charge us fucking cash to unlock more deck slots, why would you not do that? Some weeks, the TVT practice for Team Wars matters. Some weeks it's perfect. If there's cock magic, it doesn't matter. If there's cards that really suck at friendly fight levels, like Marcus, then it doesn't matter. Like I played people in friendly fights trying to practice the week Marcus was an option. I put Marcus out. Marcus gets 5 fucking pillows out and still doesn't take a bar. But if that was Team Wars, that level 14 new kid was in the fucking dirt after 5 pillows. But there was no way to rectify the difference in the damage that Marcus would have taken. So sometimes practicing in friendly fights for Team Wars is absolutely worthless. Unless you really just want to get a feel for the cards. Like if you've never played the cards before and you got to see like how they interact, how the abilities work, the timing, that kind of stuff, that works. Yeah, 5 pillows is 2 bars. I mean, you only need to take 1 bar to win a game. So I agree with your second paragraph. I don't think you understand what balancing a game means to think that you should only do it when there's nobody new coming. I don't know. Superhero tab to request cards. That you can circumvent by just putting the superhero cards in your deck. I don't know if it's intentional to prevent people from being able to request superhero. I don't think so. Just put the superhero you want to request in your deck and it'll be on the first tab. So you can get over that. So I mean it's slightly annoying, but it's not worth dev cycles. Don't get sucked into, it'll be fixed in a big bug update. Don't get sucked into the rabbit, because I don't know if you guys know that, but every time they push an asset load that makes you go to the store to update, that costs them money. So they're not gonna push out every little bug fix that next week. They're not gonna do that. The last bug fix that we had was like 30 bugs, because they're not gonna push 1 bug this week. They might have had bugs fixed for months, but they're gonna wait until a release for a new card or something, because it costs them money to send things to the app store and get their approval and all that kind of shit. Don't get sucked into the rabbling of the vocal minority. Nothing wrong with those 3 cards on the watch list, except maybe the sci-fi Dougie. I agree. No one uses profits that could be buffed, and the other 2 are fines. I agree, the freeze one is bullshit. That's it. The other ones are okay. The freeze one is complete bullshit. But I think Incan could get touched. This guy must play Incan. The game needs to be radically balanced, but not until there's no more cards. Not just, dude, the last time they radically balanced, it almost ended the fucking community. Were you not here for that one, buddy? Must not have been. He just joined June, so he's pretty new. He wasn't here for that last radical update. I'd say 80% need to be tweaked. 80% of cards, that's a lot. All commons should be equal to Blood Elf Bebe. That's fair. All rares should be equal to Warboy Tweak. Warboy Tweak is not the best rare, so it's a bad base point. All epics should be equal to Mr. Slave. Mr. Slave, also terrible base point. All legends should be equal to Shield Maiden Wendy. What the fuck is this guy doing? Hope needs to be changed, I agree. I see people getting all worked up over 1 or 2 cards, but in reality, only changing a couple cards isn't gonna balance everything. Duh! What the fuck, dude? What do people think? That's not their intention. They're not trying to balance everything at once because that's impossible. If you tried to balance every single card, your math, your shit, something would be wrong and other cards would become the strongest. And then you have to nerf those ones. Would you rather the cards that you spent years building up, would you rather 10 of them get nuked at once? Are you fucking high? Would you rather 10 of them get deleted from your deck? They suck, they're no longer usable. Or do you think that they truly could get all 100 plus cards to be right here? You don't think there's gonna be ones up here, like tier-wise, just because they're easier? Just because they're easier to use? There's always going to be cards that are easier. If everything is balanced, the easier cards are stronger. Lightning Bolt is better than Cock Magic if they're balanced because Lightning Bolt is easier to use. A card that doesn't have a charge that is situational is easier and probably better than a card that will only get value if their charge works. Like, there will always be a meta. Always. Every game. League of Legends has a meta. Magic the Gathering has a meta. Hearthstone has a meta. When you're playing Hearthstone competitively, there's like 6 decks at any one time that you can competitively play at the top of Hearthstone. That's it. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! Same with Magic. Like, there's not a whole lot of different options. And then they change them, and then those ones get rid of the fucking cards completely. Dude, what if in a year all of our cards were gone and we couldn't fucking use them anymore? That's not better. Oh man. Found my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck the other week. Nice, man. Unbanned Pot of Greed. We need more cards. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Well, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just banned some of the strong cards. That's fine. I did actually quit for a while after they nerfed BHK. Yeah, BHK could have just... He could... God, I'm torn on that because him surviving Aerostorm was so fucking punishing, but I think they could have just made him weaker and then let his health be fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! But man, these people, like, don't know anything. Yeah, they nerfed the commons and historically almost quit. It's just, I don't know, people don't make sense. What's up, Curtis? I think there's more variety in SPPD now than there's been in a while. I 100% agree. I actually 100% agree. Early on, it was nothing but fantasy assassin spam. Like, that was it. And now you can see quite a few different decks. I mean, obviously, you're gonna most likely see a Mystic Adventure deck. But an Adventure Sci-Fi deck can beat that deck pretty consistently, if played well. So, and then you see people running double Dougie bullshit shenanigans and winning consistently. You see people in the top 20 running fucking superhero decks because they wailed them out. So it's better than it's been. It's not the best it's ever been, I don't think, but I think it's better than it's been previously. Obviously having another full theme helps with that. -1 bucket for every character cap. Your boot is, yeah, only pussies. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Drops down the cards like, oh, you fucking pussy! You running Blue Eyes White Dragon, Seto Kaiba, you fucking pussy! Is that all you know how to fucking play? Is Pope Timmy Blue Eyes? For the love of sweet Jesus, I spent the last 2 months requesting Powerfit Dougie and my team to level him up. Please have mercy and don't nerf him. Bounty Hunter Kyle is already a cripple since the last debuff. He's still good, you just can't survive Aerostorm. Doggies are absolutely fine. Doggies are fine. Dougies, on the other hand, as a matter of fact, the superhero theme has incredibly good Dougie counters in Lava, Superfire, and Professor Chaos. That's true. You didn't put Chomper out there? Chomper's the better fucking counter, and you didn't even put it there? What a bad list. I'm gonna generally ask, or I'm generally against nerfs, but if anything does need a nerf, it's Ninju. I mean, if you don't nerf stuff, you just power creep, and that's no fun. Medusa Bebe and Pope to me. Medusa Bebe, that's something you don't hear very often. Medusa Bebe is a bitch, but like, a manageable bitch. Inking Craig is now a respectable counter to the super OP mystical theme. Aerostorm being an epic should do much more damage at level 4 to 5 in my opinion. Bro, it hits everybody on the fucking field. Would it be as much damage as Fireball? I'm here from Hearthstone because it was too much. I could see right away SPPD was still very cheap if you play a long time. Yeah, well, because I mean Hearthstone, you could technically dust all your cards from from the old season, make a new deck for that season, and then just play that one deck, dust them all. But that's not fun. Nobody likes playing one deck. So when I was playing, I was spending probably $250 on packs every expansion, and they were dropping 2 a year plus the thing. Like I was spending quite a bit of money on Hearthstone when I was playing it. Medusa Bebe should have all the abilities of every Bebe at once. Heal, speed increase, attack increase, and fuck it, give her range too. You know what? Every time she kills someone, she gets increased range. That's gonna be the superhero Bebe. That's the only thing left, right? Medusa needs to be 5 cost. She is a bitch, but she attacks so slow, dude. All you have to do is let her hit your new kid and put a hanky or an assassin out, and she's dead before she gets 3 shots off. But yeah, Zen's very cheap. So yeah, still no changes to Zen. Too cheap. Bradley isn't the problem. Witch Doctor has too much health. That's not true. And I hope those SH are buffs, not nerfs. Nerf Medusa at 3. It really isn't any better than BH6 or Buccaneer 6. Well, yeah, because level 3 doesn't get compared to a level 6 rare. Level 4 is the comparison. I think it'd be cool to turn the card to stone if you're in your hand for some time. Oh, that'd be interesting. She starts with the range of an assassin. Hey, you gotta get that shot. Oh, that's so funny. She'd have to have like nutty attack though. Oh, that's great. All right, what else we got? You know, Buck is rare, so the right equivalence would be 5. No, it'd be 4. Why would it be 5? Oh wait, no. He's saying Buck's equivalent would be 5. Okay, he's right there. He's right there. I thought he meant Medusa's equivalent would be 5, but that's wrong. Medusa at 4 should be equivalent to Buccaneer at 6. But yeah, if Buccaneer was 5, it'd be close. Bebe is regarded by a lot of people as OP. Yeah, she is. It's nice to see that there are actually people who get it. The squeaky wheel shouldn't always get the grease. Inkin is a legendary card, should maybe even get a buff. That guy's pretty funny. I'm level 16, my highest rating this season, and I'm 60-20. If I drop out of Legend before the reset ends, would I still be able to get a reward? Do we get packs once we get to 6,500 or not? How do you not know that? How do you not know that? How can you not look in the game, click the arena button, and just see that? Oh, this guy's got bullet points and everything. All right. Suggestions for the developers. Power Fix at 6 is just a stupid card that requires no skill. Fair. I actually really agree with that. Belf is still too strong compared to other commons. Compared to other commons, yes, but why are you comparing her to other commons? Why are you comparing her to cards she's not played with or against? Compare her to the other cards. That's who she should be compared against. Like that other guy said, commons should be as strong as Belf. Satan's Warcry is still too high at higher levels. I don't think that's true. Pocahontas' attack speed is still broken. It's fast. Is it broken? Does he mean it's like broken, like it's not working right? Inkin's Warcry hits behind a new kid and is a fireball with more range and has health like Medusa. Okay, these aren't suggestions. These are just statements. Inkin's Warcry should be coned at new kid. So it should come at new kid like, can I draw this, you think? I think I can draw this one. Alright, so new kids, I'm gonna do it right here. So new kid's sitting like this, and you got ink in here. The damage beam should go up to new kid like this, and then right at the end it should cone. Go up like that, and then right at the end it should cone. This is how it should happen. So this is new kid, this is Inkin, this is the damage, and now right at the end it should cone. Now doing that with the cone means that if I do it all the way at the side and I shoot the Inkin Blast at the new kid, then the cone will make it from when you take the side direction, the cone will make it so that this bar doesn't extend out and stick out right here. Because that's what's happening right now, is you have New Kid's little box right here, and you have Inkin coming at it, and it's just a box, so it looks like this. So when it comes at New Kid, it looks like this. So it's coming at him, and it's just a box, but because of the way that the angle turned it this way, the box extends behind it a little bit. Now, the way that it gets behind is because the mid layer, if you take it straight away, the mid layer of New Kid right here is actually within where he targets. So when you put somebody here, it's still there. That one's harder to explain. That would be, I don't know if that would be fixed with the, I don't know if that would be fixed with the cone, but you can see here that if it was coned like that, it wouldn't stick out on the side, and you wouldn't hit things on the side anymore. Friar Pop coming in with a raid, man. Shit, I didn't even see that you were raiding. Yeah, you got Art Studio 101. We're going through the comments. You're right at the end of the weekly update. Thanks for stopping in with all the homies. Appreciate you guys being here. Premium loot box to Friar Pop. Hope you had a good stream, my friend. Like I said, we're going through the comments in the dev update. We're on number 2. This guy's got a bullet list, so it's pretty good. We're just kind of talking through, and what the fuck? I drew a penis. I didn't draw a penis. I kind of drew a penis. I mean, does your penis cone like that? Like, shouldn't it be more of a bucket head? All right, let's keep going. It's sex ed picks, but yeah, that's all they got to do. Cone Inkin, he doesn't hit outside. Go back to the old war cry. You could maybe have it do a tiny little bit more attack to cards, but leave the same hit points to New Kid, and then maybe do a tiny percent, like 5%, because there was one card that survived that was bullshit. I think an equal level, like Amazingly Randy or something, survived Inkin at the old one, and it just pissed me off. But anyway, what's next? Inkin's Warcry hits behind. Yeah, we already talked about that. It's a fireball with more range and has health like New Kid. It does not have more range because fireball can hit literally anywhere. There's probably 12% of the field that Inkin can't hit at all. Probably more than 12%. Probably 15% that Inkin can't even hit. So, what are you talking about? Youth Pastor Billy should be shortened. There's no way to counter Man Bear Pig Pope combo with his ability. If Shaman fixed it, it would be better. What's up, Haze Demon? The only time I drew on dev notes, I drew a dick and didn't even know. I think it's a rule, like that always happens. When does the season end? Sometime tonight. Last time I looked at it, it was a day, and that was yesterday at... Oh, shit, is it like 6 a.m. or something? Ninju's attack boost is OP at 4. Still, you think it's OP? Man, remember when it was 125 at level 3? This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Witch Doctor's health is still too high. I don't think so. Buff all common. Witch Doctor is not an issue if you know how to play the game. Buff all commons attack and health by minimum 10%, and there will be more diversity in Dex compared to 75% Adventure Mystic currently in Legendary. That percentage is ridiculously high. Make the deals a bit more realistic. A chance for a single epic for 1500 cash isn't worth it. You mean 1500 tickets? Why is it not worth it? Compare how much you get from one of those 1500 packs to how many all of that would cost at the PvP store. But don't do it by how much one of those is worth. Do it by how much all of them would be if you bought them all at that exact same time. You can spend 4,500 and get 3 epics and a bunch of rares and a bunch of commons, and if you were to buy 3 epics from the shop, it's 700, 1,400, 2,100. It's already fucking more expensive than that. They're incredible deals. PvP tickets, if you have the PvP tickets, they're incredible deals. They really are. If you don't get even if you don't get like the thing that is guaranteed or whatever. I don't think Belf is OP. It starts with a good attack because its attack can't go up like Buck. I agree, yeah. Because if her attack was lower, she would never get the last shot, ever. The other two shoot faster. I think she should start with less initial health than she does, in my opinion. I think Belf should die to Aerostorm at every level. Belf should die to AoE stuff, because you need to be able to combat her from getting that first stack. Because all you need sometimes is that one stack with Belf, and it's fucking lights out, man. She's impossible to kill, especially like a level 7. Like, fuck. Curtis, so I'm gonna get my first ever legendary season pack. Does it have a chance of a legend even if it was a low legendary? I think so, Curtis. I think there's a chance. There's always a chance. It's probably low, but... Witch Doctor needs to die to the same lightning bolt as Sam. Okay, I could see that being fair. But he does? He does? Kind of? All it takes is one shot. But I would argue that Sam level 5 is actually much stronger than Witch Doctor level 5, because Sam level 5 still survives the lightning bolt, but then can still get his charge off. Whereas Witch Doctor, all it takes is one shot after the lightning bolt to have it not matter. Nobody uses the Witch Doctor charge unless they're close to half health. So at any point during a battle, you can lightning bolt Witch Doctor. Now, usually it's tough to do and have the energy to be able to just spend forward to be, but like you just wait till you were gonna hit the Sam behind New Kid, wait to kill Witch Doctor 15 seconds later. Like, it'd be fine. Yeah, Curtis, the Sam one level with Sam, if it's one level higher, he'll survive the lightning bolt. It's really, really annoying. Level 5 survives level 6 lightning bolt even. Yeah, I don't. Unless he means like the 1500 cash packs, and that's the case, bro. It's not a chance for an epic. It's guaranteed for an epic, and it's usually not one. It's usually like 4, and epics are priced at 400 cash a piece if you can pick which one it is. So you're picking which one it is. You're getting 3 of them. That's already 13. That's already 1200. Plus you're getting the mats and stuff, which probably equals 500-600 cash. Like, those, all the deals are worth it in comparison to how they price them to everything else. Now, if you don't think that price point is worth it, that's fine. If you don't think an epic is worth 400 cash, which is roughly $3.50, $3.50, then that's fine. A lot of people in the world don't think that it's worth anything. Please listen to the community, because we know everything. Because we have degrees in game balancing, and we have all the information that you, Buck, would ever need. And you should listen to every single one of us, especially the guy who's got a list of suggestions where 3 of them were actually fucking suggestions. 3 of them. Make the deals, buff all commons, and Youth Pastor's ability should be shortened. That's it. Everything else was a fucking statement, bro. Ninju already got nerfed a while back. Yeah, that guy's responding to the other guy. He did. Oh boy, Power Fist Dougie requires 0 skills. It's the most stupid card in the game right now. And I find it interesting, entertaining that you only suggest to nerf Mystic cards. Yeah, fuck that guy. What a homer. Yeah, case in point, losing game after because of cards like Witch Doctor, Blood Elf, Bebe, and Bradley. Okay. Don't you think maybe you should adjust your deck if one certain deck is beating you? If Witch Doctor token beats you up, put Powerbind in. Put Mind Control in. Put something in that could stop him. Put Enforcer in. Play better. Like, if Witch Doctor is the reason that you're losing, you're probably not playing right. Witch Doctor can be played around. He can be beat. Witch Doctor hasn't lost me a fucking game in a long goddamn time. But all the other cards, yeah. Bradley, Belf, yeah. Could probably fix that. Yet nothing gets mentioned. Lost to level 6 Power Fist because it's surviving assassin and freezing them. That is really fucking stupid. Lost 300 elo in one game. Not possible. Oh, in one PvP pack. Okay, possible. Because of one guy lowballing with overleveled cards in these cards. Okay. If you're struggling to beat a Witch Doctor token, why you can't possibly care about your rank? Why would 300 elo matter if you're at 6,000? There is no excuse. I'm not saying he's at 6,000, but there's no excuse. It is making the game stale. Sick of seeing Witch Doctor token Pope. What the fuck, dude? I haven't seen somebody Pope a Witch Doctor in years. Zen nearly every game, every fantasy deck, bar very few, is BE6 Bradley. Well, I would hope so that people have level 6 commons if they've been playing the game for a year. Crazy. I think everyone just needs to accept the fact that there will always be cards that seem OP. Dude, this guy's exactly what I was saying earlier. And if you were the one that had the card, you wouldn't be complaining. Games are meant to be this way. If every common was the same, then there wouldn't be any point to playing the game in the first place. Not sure what that means. What's up, Greglar? I poped Witch Doctor earlier today, man. Yeah, it doesn't mean that I see it all the time. What rank are you? If you pope Witch Doctor against me, you're probably gonna lose. Most of my decks, you'll lose. Hoping Medusa or anybody else is way better. I've had opponents Belf like get like a fucking inch on my screen because I cooped. Oh yeah, dude. I've had a witch or a Belf have like just a nutty bar. Like gets hit by a new kid and you can't even see it go back. It's crazy. Couldn't agree more. Power Fist is a complete pain in the ass. Yep. I know there's counters, but really there's not a counter. Like, you can play it perfectly and time it perfectly, and they still get fucking frozen. It's bullshit. Getting tired of people complaining about Pope and Incan. Yes, they're very good, but then be fair and also complain about Dragon Slayer, Cock Magic, and AQR. I have more than once cursed them. Oh yeah, like fuck AQR. I mean, Cock Magic has to exist. Dragon Slayer maybe shouldn't take the attack. Just take the health. The attack is pretty brutal. AQR I feel like is in a great place. You can purify it. If you play well, they should be spread apart. I mean, AQR kind of counters the Incan meta, right? Like, spread your cards out so that they can't get Incaned. But then, oh no, you spread your cards out, so now you can't purify in the AQR. But nobody runs Purify anymore anyway, so, I mean, AQR is good, but not in need of any change at all. If anything, she should be much, much stronger. Epic 400 cash. Yeah, well, it's 400 cash if you can pick what the epic is. If you are picking the epic, it's 400. It's 300 if it's a random epic. Or, yeah, random epic. And Lightning Bolt is 4. Yeah. So and that teaches you how to play at the higher level by having to chip him with like one shot before you can Lightning Bolt him. Yeah, pure AQR is usually too slow, Polly. You're right. That's exactly right. If you hit my Medusa with AQR, I'm going to ninja that person so that she gets value before she dies. I'm not worried about how fast she's gonna die. Professor Chaos and Chomper are both good anti-Dougie cards. The devs are trying to balance Dougie with direct counters. That's what I was thinking, like, oh, you sick of Dougie? Here's Superhero, you better run Superhero! And also, I love that Power Fist, I love that Chaos is such a fuck you to Cyborg, since he can't be mind controlled. That is just hilarious. Perhaps a few suggestions to fix Power Fist Dougie. The freeze effect happens right before he hits the new kid and stops after the first hit. That way characters already near the new kid get frozen, but you can still play characters to prevent the second hit. No, okay, so what needs to happen is that the freeze needs to end before he gets his second attack off. Because if I put an assassin down and it hits him once and then they freeze me, and he gets another attack off before my new kid can hit him once and kill him, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. The freeze should be half a second. It should be half a second. It should be just long enough to stop the assassin from killing you and getting one hit in. It should never allow you to get 2 hits in so easily. Ever. Never, ever, ever. It's fucking pants on your head stupid. Instead of freezing the new kid and the surrounding units gets damaged by a small amount whenever he hits. So it's just AoE. It's kind of shit. They never usually get more than 1 hit anyway. What's up, Stithelian? Stu the Lion, what's up, dude? Free should hit new kid only around new kid. Shouldn't hit new kid only around. Okay, that's kind of like opposite of Dougie effects, though, you know? Change it to be a knockback instead of a freeze. That'd be just as punishing, though. You knock your assassin away. But I guess the second, well, is it the problem is that he freezes on the second attack and the third attack and the fourth attack. He should only freeze on the first attack. Power Fist was manageable when he only froze New Kid. Yep, we could opposite. Another Mexican talking shit about Papa Timmy. Should I change my name to No One then? Because I have Prophet Dougie in my main deck. I also have faced quite a few no ones in PvP over the past years I've been playing. It's Cloak Wheel when you say nobody plays. I run a Mystic Fantasy deck, and when I built it, I looked at the two Dougies and decided Prophet was the better one. How? There's not much value in giving Dwarf Engineer an attack boost when he usually only gets in 2 attacks before getting killed. Then wouldn't you want an attack boost before the second one? What? Even without the boost, 2 attacks is usually all you need. Yeah, you take the first one and then the second one chunks 2 bars, you dum-dum. You take 2 bars with him. Pausing energy duration isn't very good. You drop below 6,000, blah, yeah, he's explaining that. When you're in the Butters house, you can tap top players. Well, that's it. That's it! Prophet Dougie's only fan is on the forum. Yeah, Curtis, exactly. Like, when it comes to stuff like this, as a developer myself, you're trained very early on. If you're making a design for a customer or a client, or if you're making a program for an end user that isn't like a trained end user on the program, one, you have to idiot proof it, right? So you have to make sure that people who are fucking idiots can still use it. And 2, you cannot listen to feedback from people who don't understand what they're fucking doing, because you will make it worse for the people who understand what they're doing. And you can see that all over the place, where people make changes to like a program or something like that to make it better for some people, but then guess what? That's not their demographic. So you definitely gotta be careful who you listen to. And these people calling down saying, you gotta listen to your community, man. You gotta listen to the community. Was like, okay, well, how do I listen to the community when you say this, somebody responds to you and immediately tells you that you're a fucking retard? And then how am I supposed to know as a game developer which one of you, which side is actually like better? Like, which side is my community? Which side should I listen to? Like, you always have to listen to everything. You have to listen to the people who don't pay any money for South Park specifically. The people who don't pay any money but still play Locker Limit every day. You have to listen to the people who play once a week. You have to listen to the people who play every day and spend thousands on the game. You have to listen to all of those people, and none of those people's complaints will ever be the same, unless it's something like, give us more deck slots or something. Obviously, no one's gonna say, no, we don't need more decks. We don't need more decks. I already struggle keeping 4 straight, and you want me to add another deck? So like, that's not gonna be an issue. But when we're talking about like changing cards and shit like that, and changing the way the game works, like, there's always gonna be people that like it the way it is, that don't ever want it to change, even if it's just because even if they think it should change, they don't want it to change because it's familiar to them, right? Like, even if maybe changing the PvP pack system to something different might be better, some people might not want to because they like the fact that they can trade bars and still get a pack or something like that, you know? If you change it to, like, fucking God forbid we go back to where you had to win 3 games. Woo! I mean, I look at my card collection and most cards are such garbo. But I'm pretty sure you want people to have fun and play the game. I mean, do you play the game? Do you find it fun? There's people playing the game, man. You can't say... To say that it's not fun and rewarding is... It's so ridiculous to me, because clearly it's fun. It's rewarding. It might be a slow reward. Don't get me wrong. But no game like this gives you a very consistent feeling of progress. The other games where you can take a blue one and turn it to a purple and then turn it to a yellow and then take the yellow and ascend it to 4 stars. And to do that, you have to get 1 copy of it, then you have to get another copy, then you put them together to get a 1 star, and then you take 2 more to get a 1 star, put them together to get the 2 star, then you put 2 stars together to get the 3 star, but then you have to get 3 stars together to make the 4 star, but then to get the 4 star, you have to have the 3 stars, but not only do you have to have the 3 stars, you have to have the 3 stars of the same person, and then you have to reset that, and then you have to double it to get to the platinum times 2, and that's fucking better? No, come on. Come on. League of Legends has 100-some characters, and when you look at how many people are played in tournaments, it's 20 of them. There can be 10 per fucking game, and for tournaments, there's usually only 20 total that get fucking picked. Only like 8 of them get banned. Like, every game is gonna have shit that's fun to play, not fun to play. Some stuff just doesn't work by itself. Some stuff like Kyle of the Drow Elves might be shit in a deck that doesn't really work with it, but could be a goddamn monster if you set a deck around it. So some things, yeah, you can't just inject them to a deck and make it work. You can't inject Hyperdrive into a deck and it will automatically be good. That's true. That's true for a lot of cards. But then there are some cards that you can put in at any deck and they'd be useful, like Lightning Bolt, Inkin. Fucking Awesome-O is probably good in any deck, just seeing here. Motherfucker is fat, and that nobody says anything about Awesome-O's fucking freeze being 19 seconds long. I've never seen anyone complain about Awesome-O being his stun being too long. It's just, man, it's long. It's so long. Why would anyone want to sweat 30 minutes for a PvP pack of 4 minutes to clutch 1-0 win? Yeah, it's really different people, because some people only want to play the game to be competitive, and so if their games aren't competitive, they don't like it. If they play their 4 games that they play that day and every single one is like a free game, like obviously they're not gonna like that. But then someone like me, who just most of the time just wants to get my fucking games in, right? I'd be ecstatic if I get 4 free wins. Like I wouldn't want this to change. I don't care that I get matched up with the top 1 every once in a while and just give up a game, if that also means that every once in a while I get matched up with someone down here. There's nothing wrong with that to me. If the games were 30 minutes long, then yeah, there's a problem. If I'm going into a League of Legends game that takes me 50 minutes to lose and I didn't have a chance at all, then yeah, like that's a fucking problem. But if the games at most are 3 minutes and the games you can close and come back and be in another game within 30 seconds, there's no point to not have the immediate matchmaking and to maybe have the matchmaking be bad every once in a while, but it should be fucking immediate. Having to wait, it doesn't affect a whole lot of people, but once you get up to like 7,200, 73, 74, 8,000, 82, 84, the matchmaking times are fucking ridiculous. Like, it's not even that long, but just compared to what we're used to, like we're used to seconds, like single seconds, and then all of a sudden it's 30 seconds for a game, 45 seconds for a game. That makes me think the game's broken, so I click cancel, I click play again, I have to wait another 45 seconds. It's just, I don't know. I think they should have never changed that, that's for sure. Get off staff, Hermes, etc. You're rocking on the energy difference. Yeah, but like energy, like even if you had an energy lead, that doesn't guarantee anything. If I take the fucking bar, I took the bar. If I use 4 energy to take your bar. If I use 4 energy to get an energy lead, didn't I just waste that 4 energy to get a little bit of a lead? And if I don't do good damage to New Kid, then what's the point? I don't know. That doesn't seem very, very good to me. I hope we get Midberry Crunch Legendary and a Captain Hindsight Epic. Captain Hindsight. Give me 8 more decks. I also think it's really stupid that you can't have a deck that's empty. Like, how many times have I wanted to like look over at my other deck before, like while I'm building my other deck, and I can't because when I move over with an empty deck, it fills it with a bunch of random shit. That stuff pisses me off too, man. I play for that dopamine rush of getting a shiny card. They made the legendaries cooler. If you saw that, they added like a fire animation to the legendary pulls. Give me... Yeah, That's what I was saying. There's some people who just want to grind, get the event, but then it's like those people like never play competitively ever. So what's the point of grinding and getting those? Those people are just like they play for the completionism of it, to get the decks that they want, to get some sort of goal that they have in their mind, like all level 7 commons or all 7654, whatever their goal would be. That's what they play for, and they don't care about the game. I mean, I don't know. It's to each their own, but yeah, some people truly don't care about getting better. They don't care about playing more. They don't care about anything. They just want to get their rewards. They want to get cards. Idle Heroes. Yeah, Inflame. All those games like that, they all have that same exact... All those AFK things. And it's not just those. It's a lot of games have that, like 1 star, 1 star, 2 star, 2 star. Walking Dead has that. I'm sure that fucking Looney Tunes game has something similar to that. Every card is fun in some way. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could put any one single shitty common card into a good deck, and you could get some good play with it. Like, I was playing Outlaw Tweak with Moody Buckethead, and he was getting some sick fucking plays, just clearing pushes, clearing defense that let me take bars. Like, but is he good in most decks? No. He's terrible. I love the new Command and Conquer. Was that the mobile Command and Conquer? A lot of people got into that from South Park, and then I think it kind of died off. I think like all the Mercenaries guys were playing it and shit. 2 more deck slots is so overdue. Yeah, even just 2. Even just 2. 1 for Team Wars, 1 for Challenge Mode. 2 competitive. Warg will just destroy me. Warghoul! Oh, he's a pretty cool guy. I like him. But yeah, me and him usually trade. Alright, is there anything else? Do you think somebody commented since the last time we looked? How crazy would that be? Holy shit. Is this new? Can't tell. I don't remember if I read that one. He's talking about events anyway, I don't really care. I really want the Auto Team Wars deck so I know what I'm trying to upgrade. Yeah. Dude, that's a good point. Like having to look at the thing and like see where your dot is, and then go to your deck to see if you have that person maxed. Because there was one time I went in with a... God, who was it? I played my first game, I think it was Nathan, and I had Nathan level 6, or level 5, but I hadn't maxed him. And we took him to 6, and so I played my first game with a weak Nathan. Like weaker Nathan than I needed to, and I was like, holy shit, I was just messing with my deck, and I saw that Nathan wasn't max upgraded. I was like, oh shit. They should at least mark the TVT cards like event cards. Oh, there you go. Good idea. Great idea. In the little corner, you put a little one over here instead of over here. You just put a little thing in the corner that has a little whatever Team Wars icon you want to be, and then just when you're flipping through, you can see. So then you can be like, okay, that card's maxed, that card's maxed, that card's maxed, that card's maxed. We're good to go. I agree, Inflem. Def Cereal, those are good ideas. I liked it, just thought I was going to be more open world, so I was like, man. Oh, what game? I'm not sure what game you're talking about. Historically inaccurate. Yeah, I don't know what game you're talking about. My gnat-like attention span means I forgot what I was looking at before I managed to scroll through my cards. Dude, exactly. It gets tough, man. There needs to be some... Oh, that's alright. Oh shit, where'd it go? There needs to be some quality of life improvements. I mean, granted, they have done pretty well in some aspects. Like, God damn it, dude. Compared to when this game came out, the game is in such a better place. But new game, Pokemon Masters. Oh yeah. It's not as open world as you thought it would be. Yeah, I played a Pokemon like clone thing. I can't remember what it was called. I want to say it's Pokemon Generations, but I think that might be wrong. But it was a game that was like, I don't remember one It was like an RPG where you would run into the Pokemon, and then it would turn to it would turn to a different battle screen. And it'd be like and it would spin to the battle screen, and then you'd have like this circle that you could be in. But then in that mode, you were the Pokemon. Like you actually were the Pokemon with like kind of like League of Legends style, where you have like your abilities. It's like a top-down view of your Pokemon, and you have to battle the other Pokemon. I can't remember what fucking game was that called though. Was it like Pokemon MMO because there's a Pokemon World Online? I can't tell you how far along it got in like development and stuff, because when I looked at it, I just like installed it one time. They had like one update, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and I just like forgot about it. So I don't think it was intended to be MMO. I think it was meant to be a single player thing, but where Pokemon look like cubes. No, I know what you're talking about there though. That's like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. No, it was definitely like community made. It wasn't officially Game Freak? Is that what Pokemon is? Game Freak? It's not officially a Game Freak game or anything, but yeah, I'm excited for this Team Wars deck. Running decks where there's no removal is always a blast, because it's like, who's really better at the game? You know, who can really deal with these tanks? Because so many people don't even ever have to deal with a tank when they're playing, because they just remove the tanks, and not a whole lot of people run double tanks. But I'd love to play Pokemon Go, but it's been like 110 degrees all summer. Yeah, when I started playing Pokemon Go, it was the summer it came out. I didn't keep playing through winter, and then the one guy that I played with kind of like left town, so I wasn't gonna walk around town by my fucking self. So I don't play anymore. Every once in a while I'll pull it up and see what's up and see like what they've added and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, worst case you could go to Walmart and just do the lap at Walmart. There's always a lot of Rattatas there. Whenever I saw staff, I loaded up the board. Yeah, because you know they dropped the 4 and then they're at 6, so you have 10, so they don't get the extra 4 back for the entirety of the staff. So that's what I usually do too. Stack the box when they drop that, and then sometimes it can turn on you though. They can really wipe you out, and then they have hella energy advantage on you. But all right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're still here. But that does it for the weekly update this week. We're gonna move on to the next part of the stream, which is gonna be some Minion Masters Monday. But if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you check out the other clips on YouTube that I might have, which is gonna be here. I don't know, this probably won't be there at all. And I'll catch you guys next Monday, 7 o'clock sharp, right here, twitch.tv/Glanzern with an N at the end. And make sure you're here to talk about the decks, to hang out, to make fun of me when I lose to some no-name. And bye, YouTube, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace!